I learned a lot about things that I use now, like stars checks. You know, they have a profit deal, so that if you saw a fork in the garbage, you would take it out because, hey, it's profit. If that company doesn't have to buy more forks, which is one of the biggest wastes in restaurants, high-speed restaurants, you know, all the nasty salads or whatever, they just throw the whole thing in there and you lose a lot of forks. And those can get expensive when you're doing a lot of volume. So I learned about that. I learned about sanitation. I learned about systems. You know, you can take somebody off the street at Outback Steakhouse, and if they can read, they can make anything that Outback makes, because it's all about reading and you know, ingredients, and you stir it for 3 minutes and then you shake it for I mean, it's down to the T. So I learned. At the time, I didn't know if I was ever going to use it. I'm like, this is pretty cool. It's like an owner's manual, right? But now I build those for other restaurants, so it's, you know, it's kind of come full circle. But yeah, I was working at my restaurant one day, and the guy said, tried to call and sell me point of sale, and you know, we get 50, 100 calls a day, right? Somebody wants us to buy everything.
Angie makes sure I never get those calls.
Yeah. You know? Well, on Wednesdays, I would take care of the bar and the restaurant so that my brother could have a day off. And I was just in one of those moods. I'm gonna see I'm gonna play with this guy for like wasted like 30 minutes of his time just to get him to try to like, all right, so what you got? Like, why I buy from you today? And like, I got to cutting up with him. He goes, man, I'm gonna get the owner to call you. He goes, you need to come work for us. He goes, you done sold me on why I don't need the system. I was like, so anyways, the guy called me, and he's like, man, why don't you come work for us? I was like, man, I got so much going on right now. At the time, I was still doing fishing tackle distributorship. And he's like, have you ever been to California? I was like, no. And I said, I was country, you know, he's from San Francisco. He's like, well, come out here next Monday. I said, all right, you give me a flight, I'll come out there